Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to Israel Doctrines Google Hangout. I'm your host, Carl Albert Davis, and today's title is Dr. Yosef bin Yochannan, Christians' African Roots Exposed. Now, I've been dealing with this topic for a long time in this conscious community. I done had plenty of lying Kemites and other people coming at me trying to distort what I was teaching and telling. They could not distort that Dr. Ben taught this. He wrote books on it. He was a Pan-African. So he believed that the origins of things needed to be put back in Africa where they were. So without further ado, we're going to listen to Dr. Yosef bin Yochannan, but before like, subscribe, and hit the notification bells for more shows like this, if you like it, because I'm asking you before you see the show. But if you like it, please do.
Reverend Dr. Frederick G. Sampson and the Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church family, friends, fellow Africans. I know that the term fellow Africans may stun some of you today, particularly now that you are celebrating the 32nd Founders Day luncheon. But I said African very wisely because one time this institution and all of the other black institutions, and I hope that you forgive me for the term black because many of us have passed that stage.
As you can see, he's addressing a black audience that's ignorant of the fact that the roots of Christianity did not start in Europe, but started in Africa. And there's plenty of people to this very day ignorant of the fact that the Christian roots started in Africa. Like, no preacher ever told them the beginning of the Bible starts with all black people. There's some white people around, but they're not spoke about. The Bible starts with black people. That's why you used to hear old religious people that learned a little something. They said the fathers and the mothers of civilization and the things in this world started with black people. We're the mothers and the fathers. We teach you, we taught y'all everything you know. But when you raise children like that and you are ignorant, then the children become wise and they take over. And this is how life is, people. We need to learn this.
But nevertheless, I said black because I think that if Jesus was here celebrating, you would actually have to say the same thing.
So what did he just say? Jesus is black. And a lot of blacks don't know that Jesus is black. Don't know he come from a black origin, from his mother and his father's side. And we know who his father is. And his father said, of David's seed will he make that. And a woman carries the seed. How she carried the seed, what makes her have a seed to carry, and all that was not even the function in, but we're not going to get into that. That's theological stuff that most people theologically disagree.
Unless we do not know where Jesus came from. Yeah. I was reading a book and I wanted to know what should I tell these people when I come, and I notice that the vast majority of the people here are women. And I notice that the pastor must be very busy because everybody here is Mrs. Somebody. I was trying to figure which one I'm going to take home, but I can't take home any. But then that says, don't mess with the sheep until you check with the shepherd. I came to celebrate with you your second 32nd celebration. I came to celebrate with you even the first celebration. The first celebration of a person who later at Calvary became the deity of your religion. I came to celebrate because when I was looking in the book today, there was a song that came by my mind and it shocked me. It says, "Make me whiter than snow, Lord." I wonder how could that be, looking as I do. And then I looked in the picture, I said, I want some pictures to show the people what I mean. And so I got all the picture Bibles, and I couldn't find one looking like me, not even an angel. And I said, well, wait, now I better speak to my people about a little few things. It seems it says somewhere in the book he had hair like lamb's wool. Well, I know you don't know who I'm talking about.
As you can see, he's in a church, a Baptist church, a black Baptist church. And he's speaking to people that really don't know what he's talking about. But he's trying to educate the community. Now, I would tell you that Dr. Ben was an educated man, but dealing with biblical stuff, he was a little uneducated, which you can find a lot of people that claim that they know religion and Bible and Christian stuff, but they was put off from Christianity as a youngster because they thought Christianity was white. They thought the Europeans gave it to us. I done watched plenty of YouTube, Facebooks and stuff where you see people like actors and stuff saying, who gave us Christianity? Who gave them Christianity? You gave it to them, then they gave it to you. So you gave it to you. Ignorant? That's what I be wanting to say. It's like y'all ignorant. Christianity didn't start with Europeans. I was watching a post today where the Pope was bowing down, kissing black men's feet. Because the Pope knows Jesus is black. Russian people know that Jesus is, everybody know, but they don't deal with the propaganda that's going on in the world today. And it seems like it's a lot of noise outside my door and stuff, and I don't want y'all to hear them and stuff, so I might stop this in a little bit. It's just I wanted to speak on it because it's always been my topic.
That's why you're here. And then I read the book again, and it said his mother brought him into Africa. Of course, your book don't say Africa. It says Egypt, but the last time I saw Egypt, it was still in Africa. All right. Because Herod was about to kill him. And then I said, let me go back further and deal with this thing that you're here to celebrate. Then I came to the point where it says the 10 Commandments by an African named Moses. His religion being Jew.
Now, Moses being an African, a Hebrew born in Egypt where the crocodiles ate the little Hebrew boys, and his mother saved his life and put him down float, in the Egyptian woman, daughter of the Pharaoh, found him. Who you think named Moses? His mother or the Egyptian woman? Is Moses a Hebrew name or is it an Egyptian name? But you claim that you're a Bible scholar and you can talk about this. Man, so many Bible scholars are so ignorant of this thing that it's a crying shame. But they sell that they know this and Christianity ain't this and we don't need it and all of that. No. Everything starts with the African, which is the fathers and mothers of everything. And the children of the Africans don't even know this stuff. How is it you don't know your own history? Because the white man has
Jewish. And somebody said to me, what do you mean an African named Moses? There was only one Moses, the black Moses, Isaac Hayes. And I said, I am speaking about the only kind of Moses mentioned in the book of Exodus, an African born in the city of Goshen.
in the city of Goshen. Is this not Bible? Is he lying? How is it that Dr. Yosef ben Jochannan knew this stuff and all these Kemetic people that say they love Yosef ben Jochannan don't know this stuff? How is this? When I tried to give it to them, they all fought against me. Robert West from the and Ra Squad, I can get pictures where he pointing at it and saying, the man's a lie. He don't know what the hell he's talking about. It's like I thought he was supposed to be your master teacher or whatever, and you don't know that your teacher is more intelligent than you trying to give him. You see what I'm saying?
On the Nile. And so I said, it's easy for me. I'm coming actually to a homecoming celebration. Well, now I'm not going to mess with theology. I'm not going to mess with that. Got a man here does that very well. And like they says, when you go to court the daughter, don't mess with the mama. And in looking in this, what I'm going to celebrate, I think of some names. Absalom Jones, as he bolted the white church and went in and discovered and founded his own black church, the Black Episcopal Church. I thought of Richard Allen as he bolted the white church and found his own African Methodist Episcopal Church. And then I started to think, well, where does the Baptist come in? And I remember the name Palmer, when Palmer said, yes, they are black churches, but they do not speak to the little fellow, no more than the white church. So I will start the Black Baptist Church, so I can speak to everyone. This was the time when the black church was a revolutionary church, was a church that housed such names as Henry Highland Garnet, Nat Turner, Denmark Vesey, Sojourner Truth.
You see this? The black church that we know today is not the black church of the past. Now, the black church of the past had a lot of stuff wrong with it, but it had more of the roots of what should be, but yet could not be due to the fact that the white man kept his foot on the throats of the sellout preachers. Martin Luther King, JFK, and then there's another one or whatever back in the day. They had a trinity. It used to be on your wall. I can't remember the third person, but Martin Luther King and JFK, they used to be a trinity on the wall. They sold you that trinity. And you know what that trinity did after they killed JFK? They gave the preachers tax-free churches, which the government cannot go against each other. The church is a government. It's a government of Christ Jesus, meaning you shouldn't be taxing the church in the first place. But people are so ignorant, they don't know what the church is. They don't even know how to use the church. They go out here and create laundromats to try to get money. And when I say laundromats, I'm talking about people trying to wash money. Well, a church can take in any kind of money they want to, and you can't tax them. Why go create a laundromat instead of doing righteous business under a righteous name and making dirty money righteous money? But see, people will say, well, you unrighteous, Carl, you ain't right and you this and everything. Look, I know how to do business. I'm not ignorant. Never been ignorant. That's why I speak on this stuff. But I'm not going to speak on it no more. Only those who want to hear will hear what I'm talking about. Because I got a church. And it's tax-free. And it's not a 501c3. It's none of that. It's not government tied. It's tied to the government of Jesus Christ, though. And the two governments will not fight until Christ come back. Then they can fight with it. But I ain't got much to say, man. I will be doing an interview with my brother Hemi at 4 o'clock. That's if you choose to come by and listen. I would like to see big numbers, but I know I'm not going to draw a big crowd because there's so many ignorant people out here that refuse to try to listen to me. It's no problem. Die and go to hell on your own expense. I'm out.